Coming up on I'm Not Judging But Today.
If you don't believe in the magic, become the magic.
Cook meals from scratch and cooking for our family and sitting down as a family and da-da-da. All these pressures are pressures from days gone by.
Hundy P. Hundy P.
Hello and welcome to I'm Not Judging, but the podcast where we, three mums of school-age kids, dive into the hilarious, chaotic and sometimes questionable world of modern parenting. I'm Briony Williams.
I'm Charlie Fuge.
And I'm Vix Wilshire. We're not experts and we're definitely not perfect.
But we're in the thick of it, just like you.
We're here to say the things you're thinking with absolutely no judgment. Well, maybe just a little bit. Lovely ladies, how are you?
So
Hello.
good. So good. How are you?
So good.
Yes, well, I need to know how 5 was.
Oh, Vicky.
Was it amazing?
It was amazing.
The best experience of my life to date. Not to be dramatic.
I did see a little clip of you actually just like looking like
at
so
Scott.
Wondrous.
Fully.
At Scott, yeah.
My favourite thing, obviously I loved watching 5, but I also loved watching Charl watch 5 because it was like the whole time she was just like had a little hand on her heart like that. She was
Bri
like,
kept trying to talk to me. I was like, shh.
Shush now.
Shh.
And they've still got the moves,
like that.
girls, haven't they?
Oh, well,
They
yeah.
have aged well.
They didn't stop.
They didn't stop. Their voices sounded amazing. Their dance moves were on point. I'm convinced they've slowed the songs down.
Do you reckon?
Do you reckon?
Further make you get up.
I'm not judging there at all. There's no but there. I'm not judging.
Don't
because,
you dare. No.
No, I wouldn't dare because Charlie will
I'll
have
have
me.
you.
But like they're in their 40s and they're still doing those dance moves. I'd be like, can you slow it down a bit as well? Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like the knees.
Yeah. I love seeing that though. I love seeing bands that have got to kind of, a later age, like come back and give it some and do amazingly. So yeah, go 5.
Yeah,
And
go
also,
5.
they just really appreciated it. Like, you know, like they when you're younger and you're famous, you're kind of like doing it like, yeah. Whereas like when you're older and you've got your comeback, they were like taking it all in. You know, it was really, really
Love it.
nice.
Yeah, it was very sweet. And that you could tell that they did actually really get on again. Because
Yeah.
obviously they went through a phase where they didn't like each other. Yeah, it just seemed like they were just having the best time and therefore we had the best time.
Yeah.
And I think out of everyone, Charlie had the best time.
My favourite bit was when Scott's doing that until the time is through and he's like, baby now. And I was like,
till the time.
Yeah.
Your face was amazing.
I was there, videoed that bit because I was like, iconic.
Have you just been lying in bed at night just rewatching it?
Like he's singing it just for me, to me.
Yeah. do you hold it up in front of Gareth's face and be like, right, okay.
baby now. Yeah, absolutely.
Stop moving, Gareth.
Oh my God, they were so good.
So
and
good.
Vix, you had a lovely date day with your hubby, didn't you?
Did. It was so lovely. It was so nice. We just went to Bath and Bath. And Bath, darling. And
she's fancy.
we had such a lush time. We did a little bit of Christmas shopping and went and had a bit of like breakfast and stuff, and then we ended up in a little kind of like oldie-woldy pub and like played games, and it's such a great place to like listen to other people's conversations, so that was also great. So we had a couple of pints in there, and then we went to Flying Tiger or whatever it's called, and it was like all of the parents and all of the grandparents had probably been to the pub, because we walked in and everyone's very like happy, putting stuff in the basket, and then Feliz Navidad was on.
I love that
And
one.
I was like, Feliz Navidad, and then somebody else was like, Feliz Navidad, and I was like, all right, we're all singing, this is great. And I was just like, it was brilliant. Yeah, we just had a really lovely day together and got most of the shopping done.
Really?
Wow, well
Yeah,
done.
I think so. Like, just there's a few bits and bobs, and but you know what I'm like, girls.
Yes.
And almost started a flash mob in Flying
Yeah,
Tiger.
and
Love
I think
that.
I did. Yeah.
Feliz Navidad. I've got quite a funny story about that song, right? So when I was a teacher, around Christmas time, I'd be like, right, guys, the task for a couple of lessons was for them to write and perform a Christmas song in Spanish. Now, I had never heard Feliz Navidad before, right? And I look back now and I'm like, these kids had me, they got me, right?
Did they say they wrote the song?
Yeah!
And you thought, wow.
You're like, this is amazing.
And they were there going,
Clever.
Feliz Navidad. And I was like, guys, this is such a good song. Then I heard it a few years later and I was like, they didn't write that.
They did not write that.
Those year 9 English boys didn't write Feliz Navidad.
Oh my God, that is brilliant.
Did they?
Now that I'm not a teacher anymore, full respect to them for being like, let's go on YouTube, find a Spanish song and then claim it as our own.
Yeah. Plagiarism
Well
at
done.
its best. Yeah.
Love it.
So, Bri,
Yeah?
exciting announcement. Tell us all.
Yes! So yes, it's finally been announced that I am going back into the Bake Off tent.
Yay!
Yeah,
We're so excited.
Thank you, girls. Yeah, I'm doing the New Year's special. We actually filmed it in April.
Love that.
So it's been a while I've been like sitting on this like really exciting secret. And also the best bit about it is that we did it in teams. So it's the first time we've ever done it on Bake Off. So it's me and lovely Tasha from Bristol, who was also a semi-finalist.
Yeah.
It was so fun to be back in the tent. But what I found entirely comical is that Tasha's deaf and I've got one hand. So our station was so funny. I'd be like, Tasha. I was like, she can't hear me. So I'd be like, tap her. And then she'd be like, right, Bri, hold this and then hold that. And I was like, I can't. It's just like, it was such a special thing to film. And it was lush being back
I
in the
can't
tent.
wait. Can't wait
I
to
literally
see it.
can't wait.
It's going to be great.
So girls, it is 4 weeks till Christmas. When you put your trees up, when you put them up.
This weekend.
Are
Same.
you doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Woo, woo.
Yeah.
I mean, we can clearly see that you're already.
Well, I'm already a little, there's just a little sprinkle.
little
But I've got
sprinkle.
space next week, girls. Trees
Yeah.
going
You're
there.
going to ramp it up. Yeah.
Mine's
Ramping
going
it
there.
up.
Right there, it'll be so festive behind me.
It's going to be
I came
so
home
festive.
yesterday and I'd asked Gareth to bring down some stuff from the loft and he started putting up some lights. So I've got some lights in the window.
Oh, that's nice.
So a little
Good old
sprinkle,
Gareth.
not too crazy, but a little.
Yeah.
Little.
I love decorating the tree. It just makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Oh, the smell of a real tree. We used to get them, but every year I'd be like, I'm not going to get a huge one. And I'd look and I'd go, and it'd all be like, I'd be like, oh, it doesn't look that big. And then we'd literally get it home and it slowly like unravels itself, doesn't it? So as the evening's going on, I'm just looking at it, and Matt's looking at me going,
It's
I thought it wasn't
peacocking.
going to be a big one. And it's like, I'm freaking huge. It's like, I'm massive.
Oh, my days. Now, we'll be talking more about Christmas later as we have an email from a mum with a Christmas present dilemma. So we'll be hoping to offer up some unqualified advice. And I'm sure Charlie will say something wise, won't you, Charlie?
Sure.
Of course.
Yeah. No pressure at all, but it's entirely on
Save
you.
the day. Spread the magic. Got it.
We're all counting on you.
If you wouldn't mind.
We also have a story this week where we're talking about pressures on parents. And it is coming at a really apt time of year, isn't it? With Christmas.
So-
Definitely.
So many pressures. Very stressful times.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But first, we've got Overheard in the playground.
This next part contains behind-the-scenes Christmas magic, so if you've got little ears nearby, pause now.
Now, as you know, ladies, every week we like to discuss something that made us stop and go, wait, what? So let's get stuck in. Vix,
I've got
what
my
have you
elf
heard?
ears on and they're to the ground. Okay.
To the ground.
Oh no, this one really cuts deep.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, I know. I was in the playground the other morning and these two cutest little kids were having a chat about like Christmas and Father Christmas and everything. They were being so cute. And then one of them's got an older brother and he just went, well, you know, Santa's not real. And I'm not, honestly, I mean, my face must have been a picture, but the confusion and the devastation that just came over their little faces, I was like, I almost was like, shall I say something? I thought, no, I'll come across really aggressive. What are you saying about the North Pole? Surely the Christmas magic should just carry on for as long as it possibly can, especially for the little ones. I just thought, oh, you big meanie, you got out on the wrong side of the bed this morning, that big brother.
That is mean. That is such a big brother move as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
you know
so
it.
hard. Because, how long do you let them believe? I had this conversation with somebody the other day, and they were saying that they worked with somebody that sat down their kid and said, Father Christmas isn't real. Yeah.
It's like there was a death in the family. That kind of
did an announcement.
Don't worry, Mummy and Daddy aren't getting divorced.
Yeah.
But
Santa isn't real. It's me and your dad. Yeah. And I was never given the announcement. I think you just...
No.
My parents were always like, if you don't believe, the magic won't happen. So
Yes.
that's what I've whipped out to my kids when they're like, oh, is it true? And I'm like, well, look, if you don't believe it, the magic won't happen. And they're like, oh, I definitely want gifts. So I'm going to just be quiet.
And it's a slow process. I personally don't think you need to have a sit down and tell them. I think it's like you said, you kind of get questions. So Daisy's obviously a lot older now. And I heard something years ago, which I thought was lovely. And I said to her, I think last year or the year before, what did it go like? It was like, if you don't believe in the magic, become the magic. So I just thought that was a really good way of saying because that I still feel the magic and I love the magic of Christmas, and I just think it's a really nice special time, not just because of the gifts and stuff. I mean, that's quite nice, but but just the joy and the doing things together and the crafting and the talking about what's going to happen on Christmas Eve. I think it's just a nice thing to keep for as long as possible.
Lovely. I think that's lovely because it's saying don't spoil it for others, isn't it?
Yeah.
That quote.
I think that big brother needed to have that.
Hear that. Yeah. Yes, definitely.
Now, guys, I have to be really careful because Nora's got tonsillitis.
Oh, she's upstairs.
No, she's in the next room.
She can hear us.
So no, she can't hear you. But obviously I've got to be careful what I say about Santa.
Yeah. Oh, hopefully mine don't hear. They're upstairs.
No.
Okay.
Oh, it's too late now.
Oh, it's too late now.
Does she believe?
She does.
Oh.
Yeah, ask me yes, no questions.
Yes. It's like the yes, no game, isn't it? It's like bringing it back to the 90s when you were in the back of the car because you had no phone or tablet and you had to play the yes and no game.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes, and I think we've got another year, I reckon.
Yeah, I reckon.
Because she's quite she likes to believe in all that. Yeah. We've still got there. Can someone say that for me?
Tooth fairy. Yeah.
Thank you.
Got it. Now we're on to charades. Got it.
I love this. It's like Christmas
yes
dinner.
And no game, charades. I was really good at games when I was a kid. I'm here
guys, I'm sorry, okay? This is just how it is.
Yeah.
Parenting when you're not expecting them to be home. Each week we check out the biggest stories affecting parents, and this week it's cooking, a subject close to my heart, of course, and all of ours, I think. So the headline I saw reads, a recent 2025 survey commissioned by Ben's Original found that 7 in 10 parents avoid cooking with their children due to a lack of time and concerns about mess. The poll of 1,000 parents of children aged 6 to 16 revealed that many find the experience stressful, although half wish they could spend more time doing it. That was in The Sun. That breaks my heart so much because I fully get it. Cooking with your children, it's the question I get asked the most, I would say, from parents. Is how do you just start baking with your child or cooking with your child? Because it's just so... The mess is one thing, but also the time. We're really busy, and we don't want to be. I would hazard a guess that most parents would love to have more time just to spend with their children doing wholesome things like cooking.
100%.
It's just that our lives just don't allow us that because we're working, we've got this to do, we've got that to do. We're doing so many different things, so many tabs open, and so many plates spinning that we just don't get given that time that we need. So do you cook with your kids? Let's start with you, Vix.
Yes, I do,
Nice,
but not
nice.
not all the time. And don't get me wrong, there's times that I'm like, get out of my kitchen, leave me be. But yeah, I do like to get them involved. I think just like chopping and stuff, and just from a really early age. But food's a massive thing. Like I've worked in and out of catering and restaurants and catering businesses my whole life on the side, and it's always been a big thing. And it's been, like we'll go to friends' houses and we'll all cook together. Like I'm really lucky to have lots of chefy friends that, that we all cook together, and then the kids get involved, and it's, I'm lucky in that way. But I totally, going back to what you were saying, Bri, about like not having the time. Like, isn't it sad? Isn't it sad that there's just that life is like that, really? And then you've got the pressure on you. Even talking about it now, I'm like, I must, there's that little thing in your head that's like, I must make more time for that, and I've got to do, it's so much pressure again. But I think if you can, even if it's a small amount, like chop some coriander or something, just like get them involved. Like Prim's not a massive, like she eats well, but her choices are very narrow at the moment, and we're just like, kind of letting that go. But she loves to be involved, so she makes a mean guacamole, but she won't eat it. No, she will now. She didn't for ages, but now she will. So it's like, that's the thing that you probably can do together most, really, because you're doing it anyway, I suppose, but not all the time. It's not feasible.
No. What about you, Charlie?
I don't really do a lot of cooking with the kids. And it's sad to say, but for all the reasons that you've said, that I just don't have the time. Also, I don't enjoy cooking. That is my confession. So I am like quick, convenient, now. I don't want to cook a meal that I'm going to eat in 3 hours time. I don't want to bake something from, I do. Like, I would prefer to bake things from scratch. I would prefer to do all these things, but I also don't have the time or the patience. I'm super impatient as a person. So I've got some really great qualities I can't cook, and I'm really impatient. But it's
can
true.
I just stop you there?
Yes, I know what you're going to say.
You can cook because you make the best lasagna known to mankind.
The best.
Guys.
The best lasagna.
That's all I've got. Lasagna.
That's a lot.
And
That's
the
a lot.
end. I don't have anything else.
Honestly,
Pesto pasta.
yes.
It's all
Since we were 15.
pasta based.
I love that.
I saw this episode of Bluey, right? And I honestly, the kids were just like watching it, and I was like, afterwards, because it's where I think it's like the dad's birthday, and he's in bed, and they're going to make breakfast for him in bed, and the mum's just getting on with it, and like the little one, Bingo, she wants to help out. And the mum's like, no, like, oh, it would just be so much quicker and easier. Like, I'll just do it. And then she stops herself and she has a moment, and she's like, no, okay, let's do it. And, the eggs are cracked all over the floor, and there's flour, but they laugh and they giggle. And I was like, it really got me in the feels.
Yeah.
They didn't show her nervous breakdown afterwards, though. Do you know what I mean? It was really well edited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really well edited.
Where the flour and the egg have made a paste, and then you'll be seeing that until Christmas next year in the grouting. But it was a lovely, magical moment, and something that I would love to do with my kids. But in reality, I'm a very much quick, convenient.
Yeah. But I think that's what food has become for most people. And I do understand that, because, there's a reason why convenience food is so much more used these days. Yeah. And as something like, I'm obsessed with vintage and retro cookbooks. And you can see over the last 100 and however many years how the recipes have changed, and how, the reason that gelatin got so popular in the 70s, really glad it's not quite as popular anymore, is that mums were using it to preserve the food. So they would make something like a salad, preserve it in gelatin, and then eat that throughout the week, because it was a way to prolong the food that you had and the food that you'd made. So that's why gelatin goes like whoop in the 60s and 70s, because the women are going into the workforce.
Yeah.
So that's mad.
Yeah. So also you've got to remember that we are in our heads pressuring ourselves, and society pressures us, and women in particular, to cook meals from scratch, to take all this time cooking and cooking for our family and sitting down as a family and all these pressures are pressures from days gone by. So, we're talking like pre-war, just after the war, where women didn't work so they had the time to look after their families.
This is it, isn't it?
We still have those same pressures, but applied in 2025 when we work jobs. A lot of people, multiple jobs.
Yeah.
You know, both parents if there are two parents in the family, they're both working full-time jobs. Yeah. The kids are doing this, that, the other, but we're still applying the same pressures. We haven't adapted that and changed that. And I think that's why we feel such guilt, especially as mothers, because we're like, oh, we're not giving our children what we should be giving them, but we're still applying pressures that world doesn't exist anymore.
No. And you really do have to just do it all, don't
It's unrealistic. But I think, you know, and all we want is parents is to provide, you know, wholesome, nutritious food for our kids. And it's really hard. And it really breaks my heart that parents are feeling this. But of course, if you've not got the money and you've not got the time, you're going to turn to a ready meal or, you know, a pizza or
something quick and easy to make.
Yeah.
Even if it is fresh, you know, you want something quick and easy to make.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
also the cost. You know, if you're going to be buying a load of fresh food, it's going to spoil. You know, we can't do anything with that. So finding an alternative that still gets nutrition and the health in.
Yeah.
I've started switching in, like we obviously do have fresh fruit, but then tinned fruit that you can get in the juice, you know, so that we can have that throughout the week. I don't have to like eat all of the bananas on day one before they all turn brown. Do you know what I mean? Like you can tin fruit it up and you can get it.
From where I'm sat, I can see 8 bananas that are...
And then you've got to make
banana bread is coming your way.
Exactly.
Is it though? Or am I going to look at them for the next 3 days going, I'm going to make banana bread. Banana bread never gets made. Do you know what I mean? So yes, Charlie, I completely agree with you. Those food swaps are so important and so valuable. I think, people see some kind of shame or, you know, that these fruits and veg don't have as much value. But when you look at something like, I'm obsessed with frozen peas and people think it's really weird. But like, I did this, I think the reason is that I did this story on Food Unwrapped years ago now. And I went to a pea farm and we timed, literally with a timer, the pea coming out of the ground to the pea being frozen in the packet. Do you know how long it is?
No.
An hour and a half.
Yeah,
no way.
That's awesome. That's really good. Still in that freshness.
Still in that freshness, right? So those frozen peas, they're literally captured and the freshness and the goodness that comes from those peas is kept. So things like frozen peas, obviously not all vegetables are quite that, you know, kept quite that fresh for that long. But I think, you know, tips for parents who are trying to get more nutrition into their kids, but, you know, it's costing way too much. It's things like, Charlie, you saying the tinned fruits, tinned vegetables, frozen fruit, frozen veg.
Yeah, smoothies.
Yeah, those bananas, I can freeze them, put them in the freezer. Great for smoothies.
Yeah.
That's such a good tip.
Yeah, so it's you know, it doesn't always have to be fresh from a greengrocer for it to be good. So I literally put peas in everything. So I'm like, oh, I'm making a bolognese, peas.
Yeah.
Like just to get, and I
Here's
know
a bowl of cereal, put some peas in.
Peas. But also for this is the biggest tip I can give to anyone who wants to cook or bake with their child. And I appreciate it's stressful. This is particularly for baking, but that can be quite a nice thing to do at the weekend when you've got a little bit more time. Before the kids get involved, get everything ready. So weigh out your ingredients or have all your ingredients out in front of you so that it takes like 5-10 minutes, but it just means that once you get going, you don't have to be like, I've forgotten this or I've forgotten that. And if you're measuring out flour, I don't know if you ever tried to do that with a 3-year-old, but it doesn't work very well. Do it at like a dining table or something where you can all sit round together.
Yes.
And then you can keep the mess in that space.
Contained. Just like Morning Live, we'll have it all out like you've got it in Morning Live.
Yeah, exactly. Pretend,
Or like Blue Pizza styles.
Yeah. This is what I mean. Yeah, exactly. Pretend that you're doing a food demo on live TV.
Yeah.
And that's seriously, it changes the game because the kids stay engaged because all they have to do is like, oh, pop that in there. Or, okay, I'll chop that and then that goes in there. It just makes it a lot easier. And in terms of like easy meals, Vix, your friend Jo has done an amazing thing, hasn't she?
Oh, it's amazing. So she works for this this company that I don't think gets enough coverage really. They're called Feed in Bristol. And it's a charity that works to improve food equality and food security in Bristol by addressing the root causes of food insecurity and supporting local food systems. And you can go on their website. It's feedingbristol.org. And I can't remember how many years she's been doing it for, but she does these amazing little cookbooks. Like, she gets all of the people in different communities, different cultures, to give them their favourite recipes. And then she puts them all in a really easy to read little booklet, and you can download them if you go to feedingbristol.org. Wow. And they're just just really interesting, really easy for kids to look at. And this year they've changed as well, where they, instead of putting the amount before the ingredients, they've listed the ingredients and then put the amounts, because apparently that helps with special educational needs children as well. So it's easier for them to kind of look and take in, which I thought was really thoughtful. But those booklets will primarily be used in hopefully schools and communities and children's centres and things. But honestly, I use them. There's some great little making your own little pasta things and simple but really nutritious food.
That sounds
lovely. It's amazing.
That sounds great.
And that sounds amazing. So tell us again where people can find it.
So it's feedingbristol.org. And they've got a section for resources category education, I think it is.
That's amazing.
We'll put it on our page or something.
Yeah.
That sounds lovely.
But yeah, it's a great little book.
That's amazing.
Love it.
Amazing. Love that. It's time for Between You and Me, where listeners get real, share their dramas and vent their frustrations. You know the drill, ladies. This is our chance to jump in with our unqualified advice and do our best to help. So this week we've had a voice note from Kat in Hertfordshire. Let's have a listen.
Hi ladies, loving the podcast. Quick question for you on extracurricular activities and how you strike the balance. I feel perpetual guilt, like most working mums do, on whether I'm spending too much time at work, not enough time at work, not enough time with my children. And I feel like this year, loads of the kids at school are doing lots and lots and lots of clubs, and my kids do a mix, but there's definitely more they could do. And I know comparison is the thief of joy, but I still can't help but wonder if I'm not doing enough, and where's the balance? I think if we added more into the mix, I genuinely think we'd all fall over. But am I just being selfish? What do you do, and where is the balance? Thanks, ladies. Bye.
Oh, Kat. Oh, Kat is all of us right now. Yeah. I mean, Char, I think you've had quite a lot of experience of this recently, haven't you?
Yeah. So one of my daughters had a club that was 3 nights a week. And even that was the minimum. So there was, you could do more on top of that. And she really loved it. I literally broke her little heart, bless her. But I found there was no room for anything else, so she couldn't try new things. She couldn't breathe outside of that. And I just kind of had to, it's really difficult because they really want to do it. If you said, oh, do you really want to do that club? Yeah. My kids are really into sports, all of these things. They would say yes to it all. But at some point you have to go, okay, 2 clubs is the max or something like that, to be look, what do you really want to try? What do you really want to do? Because expense wise, they all cost loads of money as well. And this particular activity that my daughter was doing was really expensive, to do the club, but then also the things from that club, like the weekends away, the competitions, things like that. And it's a lot. It is a lot. It is a lot.
And I think as well, she mentioned feeling guilty and being selfish. I think you have to think of yourself and your feelings in conjunction with your family, because if you're not happy and you're not able to do it, that's going to come out in your mood and everything. And it's really important to go, actually, hang on, this is all too much, and they're not going to suffer. They'll be able to do it when they're a bit older and take themselves there, some of the things. And I just think we're all in that situation where you're thinking, aren't you, oh, I've got to let them try everything now, because I do it. I say in my head as well, oh, I want them to try everything everything. And like you said, Charlotte, they're gonna want to do everything. But
Yeah.
you have to go, what is best for me and my sanity and the rest of the family as well.
Yeah. I think if you're at the point where you feel like you're going to break, that's too much. Like you
Definitely.
like you say, you need, if you're not well mentally and mentally strong and emotionally strong and physically, because it's exhausting trying to take them from here to there to there to there to there, then like you said, Vix, you're not going to be giving the best to them anyway. So and you're not looking after yourself, and that's obviously for a lot of us, that's the last person you think of. But that's so important to keep, was it we say, Charles, the glue that holds everything together.
Yeah, exactly. If mama ain't happy, no one's happy.
Yeah, if you come unstuck, yikes.
Yeah. And every family, it's what works for each family.
Yeah.
Like I know that what Kat said there about, comparison and everything, it's really hard when, your kid's friend is doing this, that and the other.
Yeah.
But I
burnout
suppose
is real. Will they be the type of kid that thinks that they've got to be good at everything? You don't want to put that pressure on them as well. And then, I think having a team sport is beneficial. That's just how I was raised. So it's instilled in me. So I have passed that on with my girls. I just think being part of a team sport is something that will help them socially, will help them, you don't want to let down your team, so you would commit to it more. Things like that I think is really beneficial. But doing a number of team sports can be overwhelming, right? So striking that balance and not doing too much, it's super important, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think she needs to feel guilty.
No way.
Absolutely
And
not.
I think she just
Absolutely
needs
not.
to take a minute and think, what is really best for my family and for me? And, they can always discuss it again in the future and see how things change.
Yeah. We can reassess in a few months.
Circle back. Circle
back. Well, we hope that helps, Kat, and sending all the love, because we really feel you.
Yeah.
Like it's
hugs.
not
A tricky
easy.
one.
Massive hugs.
Yeah.
We've also got an email from Becky in Southampton. I'm going to read that to you. Hi there. I'm hoping you can help me with some advice, because I'm really struggling with Christmas this year. I'm on a tight budget and I don't want my kids to feel like they're going without. Every year I end up overspending, and last Christmas our living room honestly looked like a toy shop. Looking back, I think I was compensating for my imminent divorce and trying to make everything feel normal for them. We're now separated and this will be their first Christmas with things being different. I can feel myself slipping into the same pressure to buy loads of gifts again, even though I can't really afford it. How do I balance wanting to make Christmas special for them without going overboard or putting myself under financial stress? How do I shake that guilt that makes me want to overcompensate with presents? Any advice or perspective would be really appreciated. Thanks, Becky. Oh, Becky.
Love her.
Becky.
Oh, love. Now,
That's
listen,
made me
I'm going to
wanna
say,
cry.
I'm just going to say
Becky,
this to start with.
yeah.
Oh, no, No, I'm just going to say that the best and biggest thing you can give your children, and I will stand by this, I will die on this hill, is your attention.
Yeah.
And that is what they want more than anything in the world. If you can give them your love and your attention and do things with them, it doesn't necessarily have to cost anything at all, but spending time with them, spending quality time with them, those are where the memories go in. Those are where, the joy happens and the magic happens from Christmas.
Hundy P.
Charlie started
Handy
saying
P.
this since watching Celebrity Traitors. She goes, handy P. I love it.
Handy P.
Joe Marler's got a lot to answer for. I'm now doing it back though.
I just had
Handy
to
P.
break it, because otherwise we'd all be crying, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because we all
Handy
feel
P
it.
it.
We all
Yeah.
feel it. That pressure, and it's not easy.
Absolutely, you nailed it with that. I mean, it's the memories, it's the time spent. That is the important thing. If you're on a tight budget, doing an experience or doing something like that is better than a gift. So like going to the pantomime, we're going to the Redgrave Theatre this year because it's not ridiculously expensive. It's lovely. And they remember it. They associate that with Christmas time. And that's an experience that we love doing. And that is something that I would say, it's inexpensive. It's a memory that you'll all share. We also do this thing where I bought these from like Home Bargains like a couple of years ago, and they're see-through baubles. a couple of years ago, we started our own tradition. And we would write like a goal or like something that we wanted to do by the end of the year. And we'd put it in, so like our goal for 2026, and we'd put it in the bauble. And then Christmas next year, when we're taking down, putting the decorations up on the tree, and we'd open our bauble to see whether or not it's something that we managed to do or something that we're still trying to do or what have you. And that is just something that's like inexpensive. It's something like start your own tradition, like do a new tradition.
Oh,
a little,
that's love.
I love
Is yours going to be find and marry Scott from 5? In 2026.
Hundy P.
Hundy P.
Scott, I'm coming for you.
And you don't have to show Gareth, just roll up. Just
roll it up. Did you achieve it? Maybe. Working on it.
Maybe. Now, that pantomime advice is great as well. So for people who don't know, in Bristol, you've got, as I'm sure in a lot of big cities and a lot of places, you have like the big pantomime, which is, at the Bristol Hippodrome. But there's a lot of local pantomimes around, which don't cost as much as the big panto. So like the Redgrave Theatre is a slightly more local one, isn't it?
Yeah.
But still just as wonderful and just as magical. And like you say, you've got that tradition. Yeah. And I think that's a really lovely idea. And if you can't afford to go to the pantomime, get the blooming dressing up box out and make up one yourself.
Yes.
Defos.
Being creative with the kids, they love that. I bet they come up with something absolutely hilarious as well.
Yeah.
So I think with something like that, with separation, with divorce, there's always that guilt. And, I'd love to be able to take that away for Becky because it's horrible. But the memories that you're making now, this first Christmas where it's slightly different. But like Charlie was saying, you can come up with your own traditions, come up with different things that you can do that don't cost the earth and start your new Christmases together. And all of those memories will be, I'm sure, happy new ones. And those are the things that the kids remember. Someone said to me, actually, and I thought this was really interesting, ask your kids to name 3 or even 5 gifts they got for Christmas last year.
Yes.
Ooh.
And I bet you they won't be able to do it.
No.
But ask them about something they did at Christmas last year or a memory from Christmas last year. And I bet you they'll come up with something
definitely.
That you did together. So I think it's quite an interesting way of showing that actually the presents, that's not the magic. And what do we say, Vicky?
We say, if you don't believe in the magic, become the magic.
Become the magic.
You don't need money to do that.
No, you don't need money to do that. Sometimes for presents, I give people like ingredients for cookies in a jar, and all they have to do is add milk, eggs, eggs and butter, which I gave to Charlie one year. And when she sent us the picture of what she had produced.
I told you I'm not a cook or a baker.
Cookies. It was literally just I don't know, but it was literally
all there, Charlotte.
It was literally just a sheet, one tray sheet of the thinnest cookie in the world. It was so funny.
My kids were like, "Why doesn't it look like Auntie B's?" I was like, I don't know, but it's I failed. Big F.
Oh no, it was amazing. That brought me joy, so thank you, Charlie. So we really hope that helps, Becky. And again, we're sending lots of love. If there's a parenting drama you want our questionable wisdom, I thought our wisdom was great today.
It was a cracker.
Cracker. Hey.
It's too slow then.
Send us a DM or a voice note on Instagram. You'll find us at I'm Not Judging But Pod. And while you're at it, maybe drop on over to our YouTube channel to watch and subscribe. And please do give us a review when you listen. We'd really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thanks, Charlie and Vix. Love you guys.
I love you.
Join us next week when we'll be joined by the hilarious Aussie comedian Felicity Ward. Very excited about that.
Wait.
See you then. Have a good week. Bye.